We're going live. Hey, we're going live. Hey, we're going live. We're going live. Hey, we're going live. Yes, I'm on live. That's what people say when they when they on live and something's going on. I'm on live. I'm on Girl, I'm on live. I'm on live. That's where I'm at this morning. I'm on live. Yes, I'm on live. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is Monday. I'm on Monday. I'm on Monday, and it's on live. It's Monday, and I'm on live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All is well over here. I hope all is well out there. And say in radio land, I hope all is well. In internet land, I hope everybody is doing okay this morning on this here Monday morning. I feel like I need some lotion. I hope all is well out there in internet land. Y'all doing okay? Hope everybody got some rest. I actually woke up about 3 this morning and could not go back to sleep. So I did what I do. I started looking at my charts and putting together stuff for the membership, looking at the small account growth challenge we getting ready to do. Speaking of which, I got to do one more thing for that. I need to make sure we got our spreadsheet ready so we can capture our monies. We got to capture and make sure we can journal and write down our monies. Yes. Listen, if you ain't in with the small account growth challenge, you still got time. You still got time. We getting ready to make it do what it do over the next month or so. Actually, we're going to go about it for probably about 8 weeks. But I know that along the way, see, we got a plan. We got a plan, Stan. And the plan is that we're going to grow it and grow it and grow it and grow it. Okay, so you need to come on. If you aren't with us yet, you need to come on. That's what there is to that. That's all there is to that. You need to just come on. Okay. I was trying to find that file so I don't forget. There we go. So I don't forget to go to it. If I open up my tab, it'll remind me to go to it. Because see, the way this attention deficit brain is set up, it will be off on other things, and you'll be like, oh, there was something I was supposed to go do. And then before you know it, you'll be in the car doing it while you're driving. Nobody do that but me. Don't do that. Don't y'all do that, okay? Let that just be me. Don't let that be y'all. Let that just be me. That be driving in the car and doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing while you're driving. I believe we still in extreme fear. I believe that, Janae. I believe we are still in extreme fear, even though from what I read and heard in the news, the government does have some type of plan that is supposed to give us a kind of a chill till January the 30th. But what does that really mean, right? What does that really mean? And I hope what it says to some of our government folks is to, take the next couple months, do what you need to do to make sure that if the next time they decide they're not going, that they don't get on one accord, that you don't get left uncomfortable while they're deciding for 40 days and 40 nights, because that's about how long it was. How long was what was the day? What was the count? We probably were at 40 days, and we had to be close to 40 days when we got down to it, when really it comes down to it. So say we ain't necessarily out the woods. I think we need to still be mindful, be vigilant, be prayerful. On top of any of the other fools, you need to be prayerful, because we already know we're dealing with some people who need to be dealt with. We're dealing with people that's hard to deal with. How we go with that? We're dealing with people that's hard to deal with. All righty. So let's go look at how things are looking this morning. You all can see my charts already. It's Monday morning, November the 10th. It's already November. Whoo, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. This year has flown by. SPX 500 is at 67.95, basically knocking on the door of 6,800, and we were literally at 6,600 a few days ago. Okay, we were literally at 6,600 a couple days ago. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Now, Kali, I'm not sure if you're on this call, but I will give you what you'd asked for soon because they did give it. I just got to bring it to the chat. So I think I might have put that in there. If I don't know if non-Kali is on this list, but I think I put that as the day by day. Yeah, it's right there. Duh. Let me forward it back down because it's right there. It's right there. Right there. Right there. Okay, so I thought that message was something to do with like right now. Hey Denise, how we doing? Hey Julie, good morning. How we doing? Hey Addis, good morning, everybody. So anyway, SPX wasn't what I was saying was I lost my train of thought. We were at 6,600 literally last week in the 6630s this past week. So the week that we just left out of that week, that self same week, as they say, we were down here. That was Friday. Friday, we were down in the 66s. Mm-hmm. Here with Thursday. Thursday, our low was 67.07. So we didn't really get into the 66s until Friday. But you see how we dipped into the whole 66s and pull right back out. Like, we don't like it down here. I don't like it down here. The market, the SPX basically said, let's go see how they live down in the 6600s. And it went down to 6631 and said, we don't like it down here. And then it went right back up to the 67s, all in the same day. Yep, Janae said last week that she said the price don't stay in 6600s very long, and it did not. One day. Yep, like we good down here. As they say, I'm cool on that. It was cool on that. So now we're back at 67, almost at 6,800. Now what happens next will remains to be seen. The market will do what it does. You're welcome, Noni. The market will do what it does, right? So at this point, though, it is knocking on 6,800's door. Knock, knock, knock. Let me in. And 6,900, we were at 6,900, almost at 6,900. Well, we went past 6,900 on the end of October. You can see here at the end of October 30th, we got up above 6,900, actually went up into 6,921, a couple weeks back. Wasn't that long ago. So we know that the market can go back up there and will want to, so. But listen, I will give a bit of caution. Just so you know. Okay, so anybody who been trading any length of time knows that the people who manage the market, because there is management, right? Just so you know, the market is managed. The people who manage the market will manage your money right out of your pocket. Okay, right out of your portfolio into theirs. So those same people are expecting that price will move and everybody will jump on the bandwagon with the move. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. And they will potentially make moves that will shake people out. Shake, shake, shake. Hey, shake, shake, shake. Shake your money out. It'll shake your money out. So please trade wisely. That's all I'm saying. I'm acting silly with it, but I want you to know that the same people that manipulate us will manipulate your money right out of your portfolio because people are anticipating some meteoric rise. But, the market will do stuff like pull back just enough to hit some stop losses and then keep moving up. So definitely this morning, I wouldn't rush in unless you got a plan that you're gonna just pop in and pop out, you're gonna scalp something. But I definitely wouldn't get in no positions and sit down and rest a while. Because the market knows that they know the psychology of the people who are trading, and they have no problem grabbing your cash to go with their cash while they do whatever. Okay. So definitely be wise. Okay. This is not a bet the farm. We are not in bet the farm territory. No, no, no. We are not. Good morning. Eat, trade, travel. Hi there. Mooncrab. Hello. And Tanya. Good morning. Okay. So I still want you to be strategic with leveraging your collateral. Still be very strategic, because we still are managed by machines. Okay. We haven't forgotten that. Nobody has forgotten that. Government open or not, we have not forgotten that we are being managed. Okay. All righty. So this is where SPX was last week. This is where it is now. 67.93 is what it's doing currently. Right here in the morning is what we're doing right now. So let's go and look around a bit, see what is on the horizon potentially for the day and for the coming week. Okay. The one thing, you know what? I didn't open up all my my tabs. I need my tabs to open. So while those tabs are opening, let me go ahead and talk Atom numbers. Let me talk Atom numbers while those tabs are opening up. Okay, Atom is our level to level trader in ES. I know they was trading last night because they trade futures. I know they were riding the wave, baby. We are now 130 points from Friday's 66 failed breakdown. I didn't remember that being the number. Failed breakdown long, posted live at 1:10 p.m. on Friday, and the newsletter. Target given was 67.42, 67.74, and you hit 74. They hit 74 last evening. At 6 p.m. last night, I gave the next batch, which was 67.82. It was hit. 67.91. It was hit. And 68.27, I guess, is still anticipated. So now that's a number. Ding, ding, ding. That is a number to put on your chart. Okay, so while I'm talking about it, I'm going to go ahead and put it on mine. 68.27 is a shooting place. I'm going to tell you, Adam's numbers, I don't know what the man does. I need to see what Adam Mancini looked like. I got a picture in my head, but it's probably inaccurate. But I've got a picture in my head of what he looks like. If anybody's ever seen a picture of Adam Mancini, y'all forward it to me because I'd like to see what he looks like. Adam number. I'm putting it on my chart. 11.10. That way I'll know when I saw it. Anyway, it says here the next target up is 68.27, which now would be about 30 points from where SPX currently is before pre-market, before market opens. That's about 30 points from here, because the market SPX is at like 69.97, something like that, right? So about 30 points away is the next target. The plan, ride your runner, 6800, 6810, 6817, 27 are all up next. 6800, 6810, 6817, 27 are up next. 6783 is your first support. 6783 is your first support. These are the numbers you put on your chart. Okay, so that way when the price starts to pull back, you don't get too nervous, because you see that it's almost like a bow and arrow. Can you shoot a bow and arrow very far without pulling back first? No. If you just shoot your bow and arrow and you don't pull back, it's not gonna go pew. It's not gonna go anyplace. You got to pull the bow back. You got to pull back as far as you can. Make it very taut. That's a SAT word, TAUT. Got to make it very taut first. I'm doing my motion. Y'all see me? Can y'all see me doing my bow and arrow motion? You got to do your bow and arrow motion. You got to pull it back so that way when you shoot, you can shoot far, right? Same thing. This is all physics, right? It's got to pull back in order to go. You got to get some strength. Okay. So therefore, when it pulls back, it doesn't pull back and you get too scared. You don't get too scared. You're like, oh no, where we going? It's pulling back so we can get some strength. Okay. That could be what's happening. All right. So put these numbers on your chart. Put these numbers on your chart so you don't get shaken out. The difference between SPX and ES is about 24 points. So if you're following Adam's tweets, subtract 24 from his numbers, that'll give you SPX. That's the new dance. That's my new dance. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all are silly. That's the new dance. Okay, so if you're doing XSP though, 678 to 683 is the range. It could potentially, 68.27. It could definitely potentially keep moving past there because it just could. Okay, just know it could go up there and hit it and turn back. But you trade what you see. That's what you need to do, is trade what you see all the time, not just today, but every day. Trade what you see every day, all day long. Trade what you see. Okay. Okay. So now I think I've got some more data here. So let me go ahead and go back to that chart so I can see where did we get the VIX? The VIX didn't pop up. Let me go get the VIX on one of these tabs. Finance, Yahoo, that'll give me the VIX. That'll give me the VIX. 18.4 is the VIX right now. We're at 18.4. Move myself to a smaller place on the screen. That way we can get more screen room. 18.4 is the VIX right now. Okay. Where's my mouse? Oh, there you are. All righty. Let's see here. A new Senate bill could end the shutdown. Here's what's in it. But the economic pain persists as the bill progresses with thousands of flights canceled. Yeah, because at this point, we got a lot happening. When I was watching a YouTube video yesterday of the two planes at LaGuardia that crashed on the runway. Like, one was getting ready to take off and one was already in, but was turning, like the one that was going, and then it turned like literally into the path of the plane that was going down the runway in order to take off. Like, why were y'all even in that same area? I thought, and this is just me thinking because I don't really run airports, but I'm just thinking that when a plane comes in, those two, the takeoff runway and the I'm coming in runway ain't the same place. Like, why were you even turning into there? Maybe you just crossing it or something. I don't know. But like, how did y'all even get in the same spot? Because what's going on here? So the guy and didn't you see that plane coming towards you? I mean, he literally turned into the path of the plane that was getting ready to take off. Did you not see him coming? What were you doing? So anyway, that was on the ground. But it's like, what is going on? So yeah, we need all the people who do these kinds of things to be doing these kinds of things. We need them to be doing them and doing them well. NASDAQ futures surge as hopes grow for the end of the shutdown. Taiwan Semiconductor slowing sales turn spotlight on AI doubts. Besant says Trump's $2,000 dividend may come via tax cuts. You can send them $2,000 out. That I don't know about the stimmy check. I don't always know that that's the way to do it. Earnings live. Instacart jumps and Tyson rises. Microsoft bets on influencers to close the gap. You betting on the influencers to help you close the gap with ChatGPT? Really, Microsoft? That's what you're resorting to? Metsera stock sinks, and not that influencers don't get stuff done, because they do, but I'm thinking Microsoft, y'all are a stronger company than to bet on influencers to bring you back. Musk vote shows Tesla is done being just a car company. CoreWeave faces earnings heat amid cracks in AI trade. China fulfills promise, curbs fentanyl linked exports to the U.S. I agree with that. Okay. The Brazil central bank tightens the rules for virtual assets and cryptocurrency. Don't be trying to tighten down on the world money. Yeah, I don't know, Janae, how they missed that whole plane. When I looked at how it was literally like a car turning into oncoming traffic. Like the plane basically turned into the other plane that was coming up. I was like, what was he looking at? He literally was like, I'm gonna say looking that way, but he was turning. That plane was coming right towards him. What were you doing? That you missed that plane? I don't know how that happened. And it was dark, but if it's dark, one of those y'all both should have had some lights on because you're still on the ground. You're on the ground. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Stock futures rise as planned to end the shutdown starts moving through Congress. FAA prohibits most private jets at 12 major airports amid shutdowns, air traffic, staffing problems. Makes sense. These little private jets, y'all need to stay on the ground. We don't got enough people to watch y'all and watch these big boys. So the little boys, y'all ride a car. Okay. SNAP benefits appeals court again rejects Trump's admin bid to halt the full food stamps payment order. I think it was Maxine Waters talking about she better not see Trump eating not a cracker as long as people wasn't getting SNAP benefits. Like she better not see him eating nothing. Okay, so the pre-market here, we've got our pre-market is all green. Stock futures rise as the plan to end the shutdown starts moving through Congress. And it says it starts moving through Congress. It's just moving. All right. So if sometime today there's some news that comes out that says it doesn't make it, y'all know that stock market gonna turn back. Okay, so please, 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 please trade what you see. Please trade what you see and be ready to be gone. Get what you're gonna get and be ready to get gone. Don't be trying to sit into no particular play, trying to just rest. No, no, no. Be ready to go. Europe markets rally on hopes of an end to the U.S. government shutdown. Diageo up 7%. This is Europe. Everything's green over in Europe. Again, they're expecting us to get our life together as well over here. The Asia market is all green as well. South Korea's Kospi jumps more than 3% to lead Asia recovery rally after AI fueled rout. Okay. Crypto, on the other hand, is kind of taking a hit. Okay. Bitcoin, it's green, but it's 106,000. Ethereum 3613, Solana 169, Dogecoin 18.18, and XRP 256. Okay, that's what's going on in other markets. Now, this week, depending on the government shut, I don't know if the people who do data can turn it around this fast. Maybe they've got systems in place that can help them to aggregate the data and put it together in such a report form fast enough. But this week we're supposed to have CPI data and PPI data this week. Yeah, I didn't mean to get that big. Okay, so today we've got a couple of FOMC speakers, Cleveland Fed inflation expectations. That's still tentative. Tomorrow is a bank holiday, so we're not expecting any of that stuff tomorrow. Wednesday, I thought I said Wednesday was CPI. Actually, it's Thursday. Wednesday, we have some FOMC folks, but the 10-year bond auction, that's what I wanted to. I'm not sure why they're showing that as yellow, because that 10-year bond auction will move the market. So that probably should be at least orange, if not red. A lot of FOMC folks are speaking. Thursday is CPI. It still shows tentative because until we back open, we ain't. Okay. That was good grammar there, by the way. Mortgage delinquencies, all of that data comes out if we can get it in time or if everything goes the way it's supposed. Seems like it may be going. Crude oil inventory, that's all Thursday. And then Friday, we've got PPI, again, still anticipated or tentative if all goes well. Okay. That's what's coming up for this week as far as data points and all. For today, not a whole lot happening today as far as that goes. Probably, I would say, I dare not say it's going to be a quiet day. I won't even fix my lips to be like it's going to be a quiet day because I don't think that's the case. Let's look to see what kind of earnings we have coming. Some stuff this morning. You got Monday and Instacart this morning, Blackstone. Really afterwards, we've got Rigetti. Rigetti's kind of in the quantum space. CoreWeave is here. Big Bear AI. Those are some that ASTS, TeraWolf. Plug, Oxy. These are some of the smaller names, but they are still, up and coming. Kind of anticipated. That's today. Tomorrow, you could look at Beyond Meat, Oklo. I think Sam, the Sam from the Amazon Sam guy is pretty big in the Oklo space. So that may be something that is something people are watching pretty close. And though they may not be profitable, doesn't mean people aren't putting their money over there with anticipation, because they are. Okay. Wednesday, we've got Circle is here on Wednesday. Cisco is Wednesday after market closes. Serve is here. This is the Uber of the air. That's Wednesday. Thursday morning, you've got Disney and Bitfarms, JD, which is China, like a China version of some of the like buying. Is the China version of Amazon? That's more like it kind of falls into that same kind of space. Pay safe. And then Applied Material AMAT is there on Thursday after market closes. Space is Thursday after close. And then Friday morning, we've got Bit Digital, BTBT. And those are a few names just to keep your eyes on, I guess. Okay. Keep your eyes on those coming up for this week. May not necessarily move the market as far as SPX goes, but these are names that are starting to rise and catch attention. Oh, Beyond Meat, which was a squeeze a few weeks ago, and then fell right back off. People who got caught into that, almost like the GameStop thing. People jump, somebody pull people to jump in and throw their money in, and then snatched it right back out from under them. You look up like, no, it's gone. Yeah, that happened. Okay, let's go back to our charts. I think I covered everything I wanted to say over there. Okay, so I'll go quickly to SP. Well, I won't go there first. I'll go SPY, and then I'll swing back around to SPX 500 on our way out the door. Out the door. Wait, before I go there, I want to go somewhere else before I go there. Yep. Before I head to the charts, I want to go and talk about our trades list from last week. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 88% win rate last week. Yes. 7 of 8. This is my new dance. I got all kind of dances this morning. I got to do my dances. 7 out of 8 profitable trades from last week's list, right? Only one that didn't make it was Microsoft. They're turning to the influencers. Microsoft, you too strong of a company for that. But that's the one that wasn't profitable last week. That's our list. Okay. That was last week. 88% win rate. We'll take it. It was good. It was good. We're good. Now, what we do here is when you're trading these, we watch these, and my philosophy and my strategy, really, I try to keep it as a strategy, is when the short leg and or the long leg get breached, then I exit these. I do trade them through PeakBot automated trading. PeakBot enters these trades for me. I still watch over them. PeakBot does not have a stop loss set to it. It's not set to close it unless it's in profit. So if it's going in the opposite direction, if it's going into the loss direction, PeakBot won't step in to close it. So I will step in and close my own. So my plan is to do the if it hits my short leg, I'll be gone. So that's what happened last week when Microsoft got there. I was like, okay, well, it's been good. You're not getting it together, so we have to let you go. The only thing missing is sound effects, and the crowd goes wild. Yeah, I gotta have all the stuff. So I'm my own crowd. I'm my own hype crew. I'm my own. Can't do too much music because YouTube will shut your junk down if you do too much music that belongs to somebody else. They'll be like, this part of your video is not being monetized, and you're like, what? They'll do it. They will do it. Okay. So that was last week there. What we're starting this week, though, we're starting this inside of the membership, which you can come on and jump into the membership, free 7-day pass if you want to come on. But we're starting a We're starting a small account growth challenge, E2T.trading. There we go. Small account growth challenge. You can start with $500. I put 1,000, but you can start with 500 if you want. Trading SPX, XSP, and IWM. Basically looking for consistent growth. Steady. Supportive coaching, community, option sellers membership, basically small account with big goals. We are starting today actually, but we're going to run it for a little bit of time. You can use the link here to the right to come and join the membership. For free, you get a 7-day look at what's going on. If you like what you see, you stay. If you don't like what you see, you can peace out. That's the way that goes, okay? Come on and join and look up. But we're going to hang in here for a minute together. We're going to hang out. We're going to learn together as we earn together, okay? Because we're learning, because I'm an educator. So this is not just to be hanging out and while somebody else feed you all the fish. No. We're learning to fish. I will bring fish to the table. But while I'm bringing fish to the table, I'm going to be showing you, okay, this is where the fish are. This is how you find the fish, and this is how you get the fish and reel them in. All right. I'll be teaching you all those things along the way, because that's what we do over here. That's what we do over here. All right. If you want to join us, though, you need to come on, Cletus, because I don't want to leave anybody behind. But you can't take people who don't want to be taken or taken. Isn't that what? Not Sojourner Truth. What was that woman's name? Harriet Tubman said, I would have rescued more if they just knew they were slaves. I would have taken more people if they just had known they needed to be taken. Some of them didn't even know they needed to be taken. They felt like the government was going to reopen and all was going to be well. But there are other people who realize the government is going to reopen, but they need to still make sure that they got some stuff together for themselves and not depend on that. Some people are clear on that, and they maybe are reading the writing on the wall. And if you're not reading the writing on the wall, we need to call me up so I can help you read a little bit better, because there's a lot of writing on the wall. And if you're not reading any of it, then you may need a vision check. All right. Next slide. We do have some more trade ideas. This is 10 more trades ideas, not financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. But here's some more trade ideas. If you like weekly credit spreads, here are some. Some of these I'm actually trading for the week. Others of these came from Peakbot. From the Peakbot watch list. Y'all know I'm an influencer for Peakbot. I still trade my credit spreads and stuff through them mostly. But I look at I trade all of them through I get the watch list from them either way. The strikes I pick on my own generally, but I use the watch list from Peakbot. And here's a list. So if you see something on here you like, you can enter today with Friday's expiration. You see there we got the 14th as our expiration. And you can go ahead and hop in on some of those. I believe I have Amazon, I have Gold, I have Google, I have Walmart, and I have Costco. I have Amazon, Gold, Google, Walmart, and Costco. I don't have Procter Gamble, and I don't have, I trade SPX every day. So I don't need to have XSP for the week because I trade it every day. Okay. They saying by the end of the week, it's going to be ready. Okay. Well, let's get it together. I know they ain't in no real rush, but come on, come on. Let's get this party started. All right. Now let's go on to the charts now. I think we're ready. Oh, we're a little after 9. I'm running behind. Me and my antics have got us running late. Okay, so SPY closed on Friday at 670.88. You see, we got some news on Friday that caused all of this movement right here. The price pulled back and ran right on back up. So it closed Friday at 670.88, and it is currently at 677. So it's up $7 from Friday's close. Okay, prices up $7 from Friday's close in SPY. Triple Q is going to have a similar story. It closed on Friday at 609. It is currently at 618, up $9. Okay, there's going to be a gap up, but y'all already know we've had this talk about the gaps ups in the pre-markets. That sometimes when it gaps up in the pre-market, it does pull back and fill those gaps. It not always, but a lot of the times it does pull back to fill some portion of that gap, if not all of it. Okay. IWM closed at 241 on Friday. It is currently at 244.88, almost 245. So about $4 up from Friday's close as well. Okay. Okay. All of these particular charts I just showed you, all of them closed with a failed 2 down on Friday. All of these close with a failed 2 down, and a failed 2 down is a bullish reversal. It shows a bullish reversal. So all of them gave an indication that there would be some upwards movement on the next move. And looks like they all did what they said they were going to do. So far, we're about 20 minutes from the market opening. So we'll see what happens there. Again, as I've always said, as I say and will say again, trade what you see, baby. Trade what you see. Our membership, in case you didn't know what we do in the membership, besides the small account growth challenge I just mentioned, we trade 0 DTE, SPX, XSP. We also trade 1 DTE with SPX and IWM. We have a profitable strategy that we use for less screen time, daily profits to grow our accounts. There's training and support along the way. I am there. Just so you know, I am present, right? I am present in the membership. E2T Traders Declaration. I declare I'm a great trader, a successful trader, and a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My accounts growing steadily. I am a wise and knowledgeable trader. I have a strategy that I use in my trades. I don't randomly place trades. I'm a level-headed trader who trades my plan and not my emotions. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. Help us today to trade our strategy with wisdom and knowledge. Allow us to prosper enough to have what we need and enough to bless others. In Jesus' name, amen and amen. Okay. Alrighty, so let's make sure that that the market opens. First of all, this is what I want. This is my clear, please hear me. Please hear me. Everybody and their mother, brother, sister, friend, and cousin are going to run into the market at 9:30. Everybody who thought they was anybody are going to run into the market at 9:30. Okay? Let's take a beat. Let some stuff settle. Let the volatility settle a little bit. Let's see what SPX wants to do before we put our collateral out there. As sellers, we've got all day to see what the market will do. All right. I realize it is so tough when you see candle after candle after candle, maybe going in one direction. You'll feel like you're getting left behind. But I promise, if you just give it a minute, you're going to see clearly once the smoke clears out, and maybe you'll still go in that same direction, but maybe not. Okay, so give it a minute. Let the dust settle, and then see what it is you want to do. All righty. If you're riding with me, we'll ride together. I'll be there to look and watch and comment and all the good things, and we'll make decisions together. Okay. If you're not riding with me and you need somebody to ride with, you need to come on ride with us, or find a community to ride with. It don't have to be mine, but you find a community to ride with. Okay. This is not the time to be lone soldiering it. These stock market streets right now are not meant for individuals. You will get picked off out here by yourself. This is the time to find a crew. You need to run with a crew. Because these streets right here, these stock market streets right now are not for, I'm just going to do my own thing. No, boo, this not the time. We are stronger in numbers. We better together, as they say. This ain't the time to be doing you. I'm gonna do me, boo. No, don't do you. You can do you, but do you inside of a crew. All right, all right. Hang out with some folks that can help you navigate. That can help you navigate. All right. So let's do two things. Let's stay green and let's get this money. All right. I'll see y'all in the market. Goodbye, everyone.